Splinter, Twin, and Mox Hope were not the only things unbanned last week with Monday's announcement. There was also Faithless Looting, which we're playing today alongside Underworld Breach. Let's go check it out. This video is proudly sponsored by Card Market. Merry Christmas, everyone. Today's video should be on December 25th, and I hope you enjoy it. Happy holidays to all of you that don't celebrate Christmas as well. I just hope that everyone's having a wonderful holiday season. Speaking of which, I hope that Ari has a slightly better holiday season than everyone else, because they've donated for 3 videos in a row to support us here at the Epic Storm. So Ari, thank you for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. A few housekeeping things. We are still having the sale over at theepicstorm.com/shop. It will be ending soon, but Storm 25 save for 25% off TES merchandise, including our token packs. We also have a sideboard guide for today's deck list over at theepicstorm.com/shop. You should go pick that up if you're interested in this Lotus Breach deck list, also known as Twiddle Storm. And the final thing that I have to say is that we have an end of year goal that I'm trying to hit. As I record this, we're about 25 token packs short of hitting that goal. So if you don't mind going over there, picking up a token pack, use that 25% off sale, you know, all that good stuff. I'm just really trying to hit my yearly goal. It would be cool if it happened. So thank you to everyone. All right, enough of that. Let's talk about Twiddle Storm. I originally did try to record this deck list earlier today, but I noticed something when I was recording. I was like, I'm going to scrap this league. I'd rather just record with the deck list I like. So what I'm not playing today is Otherworldly Gaze. I played it earlier and I just hated it. With Faithless Looting, I don't think you need Otherworldly Gaze anymore. So instead of playing a card I don't like, we're just playing all good cards in my opinion. So we have Preordain and Faithless Looting as our cantrips. There's no instant speed cantrips in the deck anymore, which might make a concern for Demonic Counsel. I understand that. But Faithless Looting puts other card types to the graveyard, including things like Pact of Negation or Consigned to Memory, if you do need instant. Alternatively, you could just cast a Dream Script or discard a Sink and a Stupor or play it. So there's plenty of ways for you to get instant to the graveyard, and then you have more types for Demonic Counsel. So Faithless Looting really does improve the quality of Demonic Counsel by quite a bit, making us a lot more consistent. And when we're lacking the One Ring in Twiddle Storm, Demonic Counsel makes up for it. So having just Demonic Tutor in Modern is very, very powerful. Consigned to Memory is a card that I've added instead of Otherworldly Gaze, because I felt like the deck was actually a little too slow in the new metagame. Against Hollow One and everything else, I really wanted the ability to play Lotus Field on turn 2. Depending on how today's video goes, I could even see going up to 4 copies of Consigned to Memory, just because I do want to be faster, and Consigned to Memory allows for that. So if you're unfamiliar with the deck entirely, there is a deterministic win in the deck. So you want to play Lotus Field on turn 3 or turn 2 with Consigned to Memory. And then on the following turn, you want to play a few copies of Twiddle or Dream Script, and then you'll play Wish. This allows you to play a card from your sideboard, like Underworld Breach. Okay. From there, you'll now escape, Twiddle, or Dream's Grip again, and then again, going up to 6 mana. You'll play Wish, and then you'll grab the sideboard copy of Tome Scour. Once you have Tome Scour and Underworld Breach, plus a Twiddle effect, you have a deterministic loop. So the idea is that Lotus Field makes 3 blue. You mill yourself twice with Tome Scour, putting 10 cards to the graveyard. And then a Dream's Grip or Twiddle will untap your Lotus Field. This is a loop where every time you break even on mana, but you end up with 1 extra card in the graveyard from Tome Scour. Eventually, once you mill your entire deck, you can play Wish into the sideboard copy of Grapeshot, and that should be lethal Storm Count. You could also play Thassa's Oracle, but I think Grapeshot provides slightly better utility. You could play whatever you want there. Right now, there's a lot of graveyard hate, so I am playing an AF Progenitor Ooze in the sideboard to beat things like Leyline of the Void. But that's all I've got for now. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, whatever, put those down below. I'd love to hear from you, but I kind of just want to get playing Lotus Breach, and hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. But I'll see you in the first match. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, early access to videos, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, like theepicstorm.com/shop or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Welcome to match number 1. We're on the draw, waiting on our opponent here. But something I forgot to mention in the deck tech is that this week, it's already started, I will be uploading scans of my deck. So the Epic Storm and Legacy, Pioneer, Lotus Field combo, Modern Ruby Storm, Vintage Doomsday, and then CDH Regrak Silas. There's another deck that I'm just not remembering right now, but there's 6 decks total. Go there, check them out if you're interested in seeing some beautiful cards. Should be fun. All right, so all we need with this hand is a Lotus Field and a Twiddle. So I think we'll keep. Not really sure what the opponent's playing, but we have the 1 of Pact of Negation in case they're playing a blue deck. I just remembered the deck that I forgot was Pauper Cycle Storm. There we go. Came to me eventually. Our opponent has revealed a Devourer of Destiny. I wish that Magic Online would fix this bug. Every time you open or close a new window, if your sideboard is open, it changes sizes. It is the worst. Thundering Falls with Devourer of Destiny, huh? Double Karn the Great Creator. So they're playing like a Through the Breach deck. Okay, well, we found Lotus Field. That's good. We'll play the Flooded Strand. Let's Mishra's Bauble. So now we want to find a Twiddle and then some sort of access to the Tome Scour. We'll fetch, grab Watery Grave. So I will have Delirium on turn 2 if I find Demonic Counsel. We find both Demonic Counsel and the Tome Scour. We are set up for a turn 3 win. Let's go. And now I'll draw the Tome Scour off of the Mishra's Bauble. They play Scalding Tarn for basic Mountain, Talisman of Creativity, and that's a Twiddle. So we have everything we need to win next turn. We just need to survive another turn. Grab a Steam Vents. Makes winning next turn slightly easier. We'll play Demonic Counsel. Grab another Twiddle. Pass the turn. Eldrazi Temple. Talisman of Indulgence. Okay. And they play the Rebirth Engine. Sure. And now we get a chance to win. We draw Faithless Looting. That I don't really need that card, though. We'll make blue and then red off of Steam Vents. We'll play Lotus Field. Sacrifice our lands. And now we'll Twiddle to untap the Lotus Field. They use the Rebirth Engine. Sure, I don't care about that. Twiddle again. And we'll tap for blue. Play Underworld Breach. Tome Scour myself. And that's deterministic. All we have to do is execute at this point. I'll say yes. I want to play the Faithless Looting in my hand, so we'll do that. Discard these 2 lands. And I drew into a Dream's Grip, best of both worlds. We'll untap. Storm is currently 7, and the opponent's had enough. Sweet. We're facing some sort of Eldrazi Through the Breach deck. I think I just want to resubmit. I mean, we have Sink in a Stupor if they have Graveyard Hate. So that's built into our mana base. So I think I just like my current configuration. Okay. I'm fine with keeping this. They have an Ugin's Labyrinth. Talisman of Creativity. We draw Wish. Interesting. Okay. So, I mean, if we can find a Lotus Field, we have a deterministic win on turn 3 right now. Or at least close to one. Assuming that we can get the graveyard full enough. That's a lot of mana. Karn the Great Creator. This seems like a card I should probably counterspell with Consign to Memory. We'll grab a Steam Vents. Show you my Consign to Memory. Sweet. We drew another Wish. That wasn't great. Let's cycle Street Wraith. Preordain is good. Let's fetch with the Misty. We'll grab a Surveil land. We don't need a Dream's Grip. That can go to the graveyard. And now we'll play Preordain. Beautiful. Don't think we need Demonic Counsel. We'll keep Lotus Field. Pass the turn. They have 2 cards. Mishra's Bauble. Let's look at their top card. Emrakul, that's not good. So we should try to win. The land that we don't need. We'll play Lotus Field. And we should have enough resources here to win. But my concern would be if they have a Kozilek's command. We will untap the Lotus Field. Make 3 blue. And now we will untap Lotus Field. We'll make 3 red. And we'll play Wish into Underworld Breach. So if they do have a Kozilek's command, they could play it for 3 here. That resolved, and they just concede the match. Good with me. We're 1-0 to start off this modern league with Faithless Looting Lotus Breach combo. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Match number 2, we're on the play. 5 lands, Twiddle. I mean, this hand is literally only missing Tome Scour. I'm going to keep it, but it's a feel-bad hand. Like, you don't really want to keep a 5-lander, but I think ultimately this hand is better than your average 6 or a 5. Like, just the fact that you have 3 key cards here goes a long way. We'll play Flooded Strand and then pass the turn. They fetch with Scalding Tarn. For basic mountain, Faithless Looting. Is this Hollow one? Aether Hub, Wheel of Potential. So this is Ruby Storm. Okay. We'll grab Thundering Falls. Street Wraith to the graveyard. Consign to Memory. Okay. There's worse draws we could have had. Stomping Ground. Reckless Impulse. So we're just looking for Tome Scour, and then we're ready to go. Guess I'll grab Watery Grave. No reason to play out Lotus Field quite yet. They play Faithless Looting. Discards Wish and a Wooded Foothills. They play Aether Hub. And another Reckless Impulse. Sure. We will fetch. Grab Steam Vents. There's only 1 fetchable land left in our deck now. Sink into Stupor. We'll play our Island, pass. So this way I can hold open Sink into Stupor and Consign to Memory. Desperate Ritual, that's fine with me. Ren's Resolve. Past in Flames, Manamorphose. And now they flashback Faithless Looting. Okay. I personally haven't played any of these energy builds for Ruby Storm. I don't know how good they are. Like, Wheel of Potential, you know, has potential, but I'm not sure how good it actually is. They discard a Rail Monsoon Mage, Confident. Our own copy of Faithless Looting. Let's play it. Lotus Field and another Sink into Stupor. We'll discard Lotus Field, Sink into Stupor. Play Steam Vents. Pass the turn. Our opponent plays Rail Monsoon Mage. I'm going to Sink into Stupor that. Try to cut them off mana a little bit here. Heretic Ritual. Okay. That is a Rail Monsoon Mage back again. Manamorphose. Uh-oh, they had the other ritual. I think we're probably just dead here. Unfortunate. I mean, I could have gone for it last turn, but I would have had to hit off escaping Faithless Looting a few times. Their hand was all rituals. Okay. And they hit 3 Past in Flames. Yeah, there's no chance I win this. So if I had double Consign to Memory, you could think like maybe I'll be able to counter both their grape shots, but no chance with the way that I'm currently set up. All right, so Pact of Negation is just terrible. We don't want that here. We can try 1 into the Flood Maw. Other than that, we just need to be faster. That game, we spent too much time just spinning our wheels. We're on the play for game number 2. Yeah, this hand's great. We will keep. We'll lead on Steam Vents and Faithless Looting. Thinking. I think it's... I'm not going to have Delirium, so I could just get rid of the 2 Demonic Counsels. That might be the move. And then we'll pass. Bloodstained Mire. And they have their own Faithless Looting. They get rid of 2 lands. Preordain was a great find here. I'm going to go search out my Surveil land. We'll keep the Twiddle on top. We want that. Play Preordain. Keep on top. And then we'll also keep the Mishra's Bauble. Target them. The Mishra's Bauble is just additional fuel for next turn. So I don't know if we have enough to win. I'm just not positive. I know that I've heard in the past that 10 is the number of cards in the graveyard. Lotus Field will put 2, so that will be 8. And then Twiddle, Dream's Grip is 10. Wish is 11. So I think there's a... Oh, okay, we drew another Dream's Grip. We definitely have it now. We'll play Lotus Field. Twiddle the Lotus Field. We'll Dream's Grip to untap. Tap for red. Dream's Grip again. And now we'll play Wish. Tap this for blue. Play Underworld Breach. Twiddle to untap the Lotus Field. Okay, and now we'll tap for blue. We'll play Wish. And play the Tome Scour. Twiddle targeting Lotus Field. Tome Scour. And the opponent concedes, which I appreciate. We're on the draw now, and this matchup is all about racing. So you could try to bring in more copies of Into the Floodmaw just to slow them down. I think I'm just going to resubmit. On the draw for the third game, we've opened up a hand with turn 3 potential. Scalding Tarn. And we draw Twiddle. I mean, this hand is really shaping up quite well. We just have to get a turn 3. So I'm not going to bobble myself like I normally would here, because I'm holding open Consigned to Memory for a possible Ruby Medallion. And I want to be able to surveil. So I'm trying to do multiple things. So depends on what we do on their turn, but I could cast Consigned to Memory. I could also just bobble myself and then use Street Wraith, and they surveilled away a Ruby Medallion. That is a sign of strength. That's a Rail Monsoon Mage. We'll bobble targeting myself. Demonic Counsel, which we don't need. I'll fetch. Grab Thundering Falls. Keep the Twiddle. So we'll draw Twiddle. Faithless Looting. Let's cycle the Street Wraith. Tome Scour. I mean, this is definitely a turn 3, so the question is, can we live that long? We'll play Faithless Looting. Discard Tome Scour and Preordain. Mishra's Bauble. And we'll bobble them. Veil of Summer. Okay. So we have to untap if possible. They're going to combat. That's a little odd. They're fetching with Wooded Foothills. Ren's Resolve. Well, I guess they're saying I might as well get that 1 point of damage in. That's fair. Looting Ren's Resolve. Manamorphose. They Ren's Resolve into double Rail Monsoon Mage. That's what we needed there. And now they play Faithless Looting. So we know that they're sitting on a Veil of Summer. We need to hope that they don't have mana in hand. They discard 2 lands, so they kept the Veil of Summer. And they're passing. Love that. It's our time to shine. We'll play Lotus Field. Sacrifice the 2 lands. Play Twiddle. And now we'll play Dream's Grip. Untap the Lotus Field. Play Wish. And play Underworld Breach. Cast Twiddle to untap Faithless Looting. I'm sorry, cast Twiddle to untap Lotus Field. I was just thinking about Faithless Looting and it came out of my mouth. And now we'll Tome Scour. Our opponent says GG's. So it appears that they're conceding. We had some nice chat in the chat log about Ruby Storm. And yeah, we're 2-0 with Lotus Breach. How about that? Consigned to Memory looking fairly good so far. Glad that I'm playing it over Otherworldly Gaze. Let's see how it is in the remaining 3 matches. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Round 3, we did not win the die roll. I'm going to keep this hand, but it could end up biting me in the butt. We don't have a second land. We also don't have a black mana source for Demonic Counsel, but we can put 2 card types to the graveyard. And if we find a Lotus Field, I can actually put it into play using the Consigned to Memory, so that's fairly good. Eldrazi Temple. Alright, we're facing the Broodscale deck. It's basically just the Pauper deck in Modern. We found a land. That's certainly welcome. We'll play Steam Vents. I think I'd rather have the red land and play. It enables a few more quick wins. We don't want the Sink into Stupor. I'll take the Bauble, though. It's just more stuff in the graveyard. And then target them. Another Eldrazi Temple. That's scary. Another Twiddle effect. So we're just begging here to draw Lotus Field. They did not play Eldrazi Temple. They have the Basking Broodscale. So I believe that's a win next turn. I mean, I could tap down their creature. Let's cycle Street Wraith. Another Consign to Memory. We'll cycle Street Wraith. Tome Scour. So right now I have Creature, Artifact, Sorcery. I guess they need the creature. Like, even if they equip, they don't have the, what is it called? The spawn token to initially trigger it. So I guess I should Tome Scour myself. And we mill the Lotus Field. Not what I wanted. We do have Delirium, though. And now they have the mana to go infinite here. Okay. And I can Consign to Memory this. So that maybe they struggle getting another Scion token. We'll take 3 down to 11. Another Twiddle. We have to pass. We're in a Lotus Field waiting room. They play the known Eldrazi Temple. Basking Broodscale. I should counter this. Just because if I don't, they can adapt it and then try to win. They could have used the Cavern of Souls and they didn't. Okay, so we'll go to 8. Active Negation, one of our worst draws here. I'm afraid we're running out of time. I've seen 33% of my deck now. They play a land. Kozilek's Command for 3. So this will give them the spawns to kill me. So their creature will now just become gigantic and they have infinite colorless mana. Alright, so we lost. I could have tapped the Basking Broodscale, but when they have Karn the Great Creator too, there's just no winning. My next card was Lotus Field. Of course it was. That game was frustrating. Alright, so I think I still want the Pact of Negation just for Kozilek's Command. Into the Flood Mob doesn't seem bad here. Question is, what do you sideboard out? Probably at least one Demonic Counsel. Like, they are a Kozilek's Command deck. I could also just say I have Consigned to Memory for a Kozilek's Command and maybe take out the Pact of Negation. We'll shave like 1 Preordain. Try this. Sure. Keep. Blooded Strand. We'll fetch. Grab Steam Vents. Ouch. Preordain. I think we keep both of these. Pass. They play Yavimaya into Ancient Stirrings. They find Blade of the Blood Chief, so they have half of the combo now. We'll fetch with Scalding Tarn. Grab Watery Grave. I go down to 14 life. Play Preordain. We want both of these. We will pass the turn. No need to even play the Faithless Looting here. They have a Basking Broodscale. We will bounce it with Into the Flood Maw. And it's time to party. Play Lotus Field. Sacrifice our lands. We will untap our Lotus Field. Make a blue. Dream's Grip. We'll untap the Lotus Field. Underworld Breach. Blue mana. Untap Lotus Field. And now we'll play Wish or Tome Scour. Tome Scour myself. We will Twiddle to untap the Lotus Field. Alright, I don't think that everyone needs to witness me slowly mill my deck, so I'll come back in a second. Never mind, the opponent conceded. That was awfully nice of them. Now we're off to game number 3. No need to change anything, I'm just going to resubmit. I guess while we wait, I was slightly concerned about wearing this shirt on screen today, not because it's a Christmas themed shirt with Santa holding a candy cane like a baseball bat. I have a Sandlot shirt that's just like this. This is a parody of that shirt, but it's a green screen in front of it's a green shirt in front of a green screen, and I didn't think that would work, so I was a little nervous. All right, so this hand looks just like game 1, where we never found a black mana and lost. That said, I never learned my lesson, so we're going to keep. They play a Waste, and Blade of the Blood Chief, Street Wraith, play Steam Vents, Preordain. Think we want both of these? We'll pass. Ah, they just have it. Oh, Damping Sphere. Sure. We have 6 bounce spells in our deck, we'll be okay. Let's cycle Street Wraith. Land, we didn't want that. Cycle Street Wraith. Into the Flood Maw. So we have creature, sorcery, and we'll have land soon. So that's 3 types. Prismatic Vista. We'll fetch with the Misty. Grab Watery Grave. Faithless Looting. I'm good to play that here. A few more lands. We'll discard Steam Vents and Scalding Tarn. Or do I just want more fuel for Underworld Breach, which is probably the right answer. I still have 1 island and this Surveil land in the deck. But if I draw one, I'd feel like an idiot. We'll discard a fetch land. Play Scalding Tarn. Pass. They use Prismatic Vista. Karn the Great Creator. I will consign to memory that. We'll fetch. Grab Thundering Falls. Keep Lotus Field. We probably have a win here. Let's just think about this for a moment. So I have 2 bounce Damping Sphere. So let's say we tap Thundering Falls, bounce Damping Sphere. I can then play Lotus Field floating 2, Twiddle, Demonic Counsel. I'm 1 mana short. So what I can do is Demonic Counsel. We'll select Underworld Breach, pass the turn. I thought about getting Consigned to Memory, but if I grab Consigned to Memory, it puts me a mana short for winning with Wish on the following turn. So I believe Underworld Breach was the right pick. We'll see. Another Karn the Great Creator. So there's a small upside here. Their own Damping Sphere is blocking them from playing a Tormod's Crypt. And they do get a Tormod's Crypt that they cannot play. Good deal. Let's give you a little fishy. Alright, it's party time. Red, blue. Play Lotus Field. Underworld Breach. Play Twiddle. Say yes. Alright, I believe we have it unless our opponent's sitting on something in their hand. Say yes. So I still have land, instant, sorcery, creature. So I could Demonic Counsel here or something. I'm trying to think if I lose to anything. Like, if I use the Wish for Pact of Negation, does that beat enough stuff? Creature, land, instant. So if I get Tome Scour, I can now Twiddle on the Lotus Field. Exile some other things, I don't know. Yes. Make blue. And then red off of the Wish. So now I have Pact of Negation back up. Play Tome Scour. And that's deterministic. We'll play Twiddle. Yes. Now Tome Scour. Tome Scour again. We'll Twiddle to untap the Lotus Field. They're at 18. I can just double Grape Shot from here. Target you. Man, Consign to Memory really has just been incredible this league. Storm 13. Let's kill Karn the Great Creator while we're at it. Target you. Karn doesn't deserve to live. Or are we joking? Alright, so Karn would have died if I didn't kill them first. But we're 3-0. There's 2 matches left. Decklist is feeling pretty darn good. Let's see if we can convert it into a trophy. I'll see you in the 4th match. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. Round number 4, we've lost the die roll. We do not need 4 lands on our hand. I'm going to take a mulligan. Triple Demonic Counsel, huh? This hand's pretty stinky. I think we're going to 5. Sure, we'll keep this. Get rid of the Faithless Looting. I just don't think we're allowed to keep a card that's card disadvantage when we're already on 5 cards. They play Scalding Tarn. Not what I want to see when I mulligan to 5. Play Thundering Falls. We don't need a Twiddle. That can go to the graveyard. Not loving my odds right now, but there's still 2 post-board games. They grab their own copy of Thundering Falls. It looks like our opponent's playing Splinter Twin. We'll cycle Street Wraith, play Misty Rainforest, and we'll pass. They play Steam Vents, Preordain, sure. Then step we'll fetch and grab a black mana source. So that's 3 card types to the graveyard. Faithless Looting would be the 4th. Let's try a looting. Well, that was pretty good. Goodbye to Consign to Memory and Twiddle. We'll play Preordain, and they counterspell. Play Lotus Field, pass the turn. If we could somehow draw our Singleton Pact of Negation, we could go for a win that's protected. Bloodied Strand. Let's just flashback Faithless Looting into 2 more lands, okay. We'll play Polluted Delta, pass the turn. Thundertrap Trainer. So now they have Flare of Denial available. They find Expressive Iteration. It's a card that I did not play in my list, but does seem good here. We'll grab Steam Vents. So if I could draw Underworld Breach itself, Wish, or even another Demonic Counsel, I could try for a win. Alright, that's what I wanted. We will untap Lotus Field. Tap for red, and we'll untap the Lotus Field. Tap for black. Play Demonic Counsel. Spell Snare. That's not good. Alright, well if they have Flare of Denial, they probably have me. Play Wish. Underworld Breach. That resolved. Does the mulligan to 5 really get there? Okay. So far so good. And now we'll escape Wish again. Cast Tome Scour targeting me. Okay, things are looking good for us. Storm is 11. Tome Scour will be Storm 12. I guess one nice thing about playing Grapeshot is you don't actually have to mill your entire library, so things can go by a little bit more quickly. Storm is 14. Twiddle will be Storm 15. Wish would be 16. Grapeshot would be 17. I don't know why, but I'd rather just do one more loop just to be safe. Alright, that's Storm 18. Wish will be Storm 19. And I guess Grapeshot's Storm 20. It's just good deck building. Grapeshot. Boom! Take that, Splinter Twin. We likely want at least 2 of the Pact of Negations, and then I like bringing in the defense grid. I normally don't board in all of the packs, just because you want some for Wish, so that way they actually are protection. And then we're at 65, which is a lot. That said, we're in a matchup where it's no longer about speed, so you could take out 4 copies of Faithless Looting, and then maybe 1 Demonic Counsel. You could also look at maybe boarding out Consign to Memory. It's not a great Consign matchup. So maybe we do this, and we'll keep a couple copies of Looting. Yeah, that's probably just better. We will keep... Once again, not a super fast matchup. You have some time. This seems reasonable enough to me. Cameo Inquisitive Student. Demonic Counsel. We'll bobble, target them. Snapcaster Mage. Let's play Looting. We'll get rid of a Demonic Counsel and 1 Dream's Grip. So if I draw a fetch land, that is Delirium next turn, but I did not. They attack and investigate, which means they create a clue. Polluted Delta. We drew the fetch land. So I could take my chance here on Demonic Counsel. They have Spell Snare. We'll pass. They search out a 3rd land. Harbinger of the Seas. So I do have 3 copies of, what is it called? Sink in a Stupor. That's our out here. Demonic Counsel on the bottom. I don't think I'm allowed to keep Twiddle. Another Preordain. I mean, Underworld Breach is not bad. I think we'll keep this, and then I'm just going to like value Breach with the baubles. Oh, I can't because they're all islands. What was I thinking? That was dumb. They have Counterspell too. Ay. So I need to draw like Lotus Field and a Consign to Memory. Or Lotus Field and a Sink in a Stupor. Pact of Negation. We'll pass. They're going to draw some cards off clue tokens. I guess I could bring it into the Flood Maws. Mishra's Bauble. Consign to Memory. Tome Scour is not amazing here. They attack. Sure, I'll go to 9. We'll play Preordain. Double Sink in a Stupor. We'll keep these. They draw off the clue token. We'll discard the Tome Scour. They have 8 cards in their hand. They're so far ahead. Yeah. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Okay, I've seen enough. Yeah, you got me. So, do we actually want to bring it into the Flood Maw? I don't know. I suppose we will. It just seems so bad. Alright, here goes nothing. Keep. We need to find another land. Play Sink in a Stupor as a land. Play the Bauble. Target you. Thundering Falls. Preordain, not bad. They find a basic island and a Tamiyo. Alright, so if we can find an untapped land here... Oh, I guess it doesn't have to be untapped, but we did not find the land we need. Yes, we did. Alright, so I think we have a potential turn 3 here with Pact of Negation backup. They swing, and step will fetch, grab Thundering Falls, surveil away the wish, preordain. I'd like to see if I can find another protection spell, I think. Maybe I'm just being a coward. But this is only one piece of backup. Defense grid. Okay. We'll keep the land. Pass. They use the clue token. Preordain. Blooded Strand. Try defense grid. They just let it go. So they might have a removal spell in their hand. Unfortunately, I can only make 5 mana here, which is 1 short of winning, so I have to pass. They draw a card off the clue. Now they attack with the Tamiyo. Come on, just pass the turn. And their gamble paid off because I cannot interact with the Flame of Anor. So now Tamiyo transforms. We need to hope they don't have a land here. And they do. We drew the Breach. That was amazing. Okay. Grab a Steam Vents. Red, blue. Play Lotus Field. Twiddled on tap Lotus Field. Dream's Grip. We will untap Lotus Field. Tap for 3. Play Wish. So this gives me double Pact of Negation backup. Play Underworld Breach. That resolves. Twiddle on the Lotus Field. There's no way that your hand just doesn't interact. Twiddle on Lotus Field again. We'll play Wish. So now I have 2 instances of Wish. So we'll Tome Scour myself. Twiddle the Lotus Field. And now we'll Tome Scour again. Storm is 10. So I think the thing that we have to do here is we have to be consigned to memory, which just means that we have to Grape Shot twice, which is not the end of the world. Tome Scour. We could also just try playing Defense Grid. There's still 1 Defense Grid left in the deck I can play. And we'll Tome Scour again. They conceded the match. Look at us go. All right. We're, a little bit of a heater. We're 4-0. Let's see if we can convert into a trophy. I'll see you in the 5th and final match. With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? The final round, we're on the draw. I've opened up a good hand. We will keep this. And we're just 1 match win away from greatness. I'd really love to be able to 5-0. Hallowed Fountain. Not really sure what that means. Like, it's likely a control deck, but I don't know for certain. Scalding Tarn. Think I'm fine playing this game a little slower. Like, I could Faithless Looting here. I think I want to Surveil instead. Are you Death and Taxes? What's going on? We'll grab Thundering Falls. Keep the Twiddle. Cycle Street Wraith, we go down to 17 life. And I found the fetch land. Alright, we'll play Faithless Looting now. Yeah, that's everything I want. So, discard Demonic Counsel and Steam Vents. Pass the turn. Land number 3 for them. Recruiter of the Guard. They select White Orchid Phantom. We'll fetch. Grab Watery Grave. Okay, I believe it's time to attempt to win. We'll play Lotus Field. Play Twiddle. And now we will play Dream's Grip. Tap for 3 red. We'll play Wish. Once again, if I need Pact of Negation backup, it's there. And now we'll play Underworld Breach. This should be enough to get the job done. Okay, Twiddle. Twiddle again. Yes. And now I can escape Wish. And by escaping Wish, this leaves it so that I still have the Pact of Negation backup. We'll Tome Scour. Twiddle. Tome Scour. Okay. Twiddle. And now I can probably just double Grape Shot. Right? So if I Twiddle again, no, I'm short. I'm short 1 card. Alright, Storm 15 will be Twiddle to untap Lotus Field. We're almost there. I feel like at this point you might as well just keep on milling with Tome Scour. Although, if I twiddle... No, that's still just short. So I guess they could have... what is it called? Solitude? Like double Solitude could be a little weird. Alright, and now we have 6 cards, so we can double Grape Shot now. Or actually, I probably could have double Grape Shotted earlier. For some reason, I was thinking I needed to get up to 6 cards in Graveyard. I only needed 3, so I could have done that sooner. But I suppose there's no way that I'm going to lose to Solitude this way. And now we're only 1 game away. We'll bring in Into the Floodmaw, some Slaughter Packs. Maybe, I guess it's just 1 Slaughter Pact. Maybe the Echoing Truth. I think you want to leave Impact of Negation. A bunch of decks nowadays play Orm's Chant. Might be able to take out Consign to Memory. We'll put the Slaughter Pact back in the board for Wish. Same thing with the Echoing Truth. Let's try this. 1 game away. That's all we need. This hand is great. I keep on saying that, but it's true. Keep. They have an Arid Mesa. Tome Scour was a great draw. I'm not even being facetious. Like, it makes us winning easier. We'll discard the Tome Scour and Misty Rainforest. So we have land sorcery. You could argue that maybe I should have gotten rid of the Into the Floodmaw for Demonic Counsel, but we don't have Delirium anyway. They get rid of a Lush Portico. Now they search out a Hallowed Fountain. Sanctifier and Vac. So I do have Into the Floodmaw for that. That's not the worst. Thundering Falls. Let's Preordain. We'll put both on top. And then we'll Thundering Falls to Surveil... Excuse me, Surveil the other way. So that's 3 types in the graveyard for Demonic Counsel. They go to combat and attack with the Sanctifier and Vac. We go to 16. They fetch with the Windswept Heath. Birthing Ritual. Spicy. They get rid of the Sanctifier. Extraction Specialist, so it's all just free value. Mishra's Bauble, that does it. As long as our opponent doesn't have anything. So let's just count this through. Lotus Field. Floating 2. We go up to 6 mana. Bloodmaw's 5. Council into Breach is 4. So as long as I end up with +1, we're good. So I would need to make a red off of one of the Steam Vents, and then it works. We'll play Lotus Field, and now we'll untap the Lotus Field. Honestly, I might not even need to answer the Sanctifier. At least not immediately. And now we'll untap the Lotus Field, play the Mishra's Bauble, target you, Recruiter of the Guard. So we tap this for black, and now I have Delirium. So I would play Breach, floating 2 blue. So I'd lose my Demonic Counsel, but I have Tome Scour in Graveyard already. I don't think it really matters. We'll just bounce the Sanctifier in back. Demonic Counsel. We'll grab Underworld Breach. Play it. Twiddle untapping Lotus Field. Okay, step 1. Tome Scour targeting myself. Tome Scour. And now we'll Twiddle. So I think at this point what you're thinking about is how do I beat a Consign to Memory? Opponent just said GG's. Little bit of Christmas magic. Look at that. 5-0 with Faithless Looting and Underworld Breach in the same deck. I love it. Yeah, so Consign to Memory was a huge upgrade over the Otherworldly Gaze. What a difference that made in this league. Faithless Looting was super good. Yeah, I loved the deck list. We didn't get to feature Ave Progenitor Ooze in the sideboard, which I added to beat Leyline of the Void, but the deck list felt so powerful. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season. And as always, keep storming. Hey, Bryant Cook. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. There's no better way to support our channel. If you're interested in elevating your combo game, visit theepicstorm.com/tutoring for details about our coaching sessions. Don't worry, there's more great combo content coming right up.